Good evening, everyone. Welcome. Today is Tuesday, June 16th. This is an extremely important, very special meeting. And before we get started, I would just like to say thank you again for coming. And I'd like to direct your attention to the rules of conduct. Like I said I would commit to that. I did receive public comments that I take seriously about maintaining proper decorum. So what I'd ask that you please maintain decorum and keep your comments within the allotted time. I'll give you time to finish up your sentence, and then I'll kindly remind you that time is up. Also, just a friendly reminder, it's 2 minutes, and that'll apply to the public hearing as well. So with that, we're going to do everything tonight via a roll call vote, just to make sure we keep everything clean and in line. So clerk, if you would please take the roll call attendance vote.
Commissioner Brennan?
Here.
Commissioner Milligan?
Here.
Commissioner Reardon?
Here.
Commissioner Murillo?
Here.
Commissioner Taylor?
Here.
You have a quorum.
Thank you. For those who wish to join us, please stand for the invocation and Pledge of Allegiance.
Heavenly Father, we come to you today to ask for your guidance and your help as we deliberate very important business for the town. We ask you that you watch over all of our residents and keep everybody healthy and safe. In your holy name, Jesus Christ, we pray. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I salute the flag of the state of New Mexico and to see a symbol of perfect friendship among united cultures.
Okay, thanks. We'll move on to approval of the agenda. Need a motion to approve the agenda.
Chair, move to approve the agenda.
Second. We have a second. Any discussion on the agenda? Okay, if not, clerk, please take the roll call vote to approve the agenda.
Commissioner Brennan?
Aye.
Commissioner Milligan?
Aye.
Commissioner Reardon?
Aye.
Commissioner Murillo?
Aye.
Commissioner Taylor?
Aye. Okay, thank you. Do we have a public comment sign-up sheet? Yes. Okay. Thank you very much. So as we move on to public comments, folks, I would kindly ask that you reserve any comments that you want to make on the ordinance to the public hearing. Anything else is fine. And the same thing will go for the public hearing. We want to restrict that to actual comments on the ordinance. So with that, the first person up is Samantha Berry, Miss Samantha Berry. And Adam, please start the timer.
Hello, my name is Samantha Berry. I am 24 years old, and I'm worried greed is destroying my town. As this may be the final meeting before this crucial point in our town, many stories have a beginning, a climax of conflict, and the resolution for an end. This is our time's climax today. You five directly hold the safety, joy, and prosperity for thousands of people and the ability for our town to continue. Since someone has essentially declared Edgewood a Christian town, I want to tell you my favorite proverb. So Proverb 15:27, whoever is greedy for unjust gain troubles his own household, and he who hates bribes will live. And I hope for your journey with God, you change your behavior. You turn away from this blatant corruption for your morals and choose the people of this town. The Lord himself could storm in here today and flip over your tables, as he did in the court of the Gentiles, and be ashamed of what you are doing. I know I'm not supposed to say what the fire department is not ideal, especially one with outrageous reviews, and charging us to be saved is ridiculous. People could die, people will become displaced, and when those embers blow in the wind, as those families' entire worlds burn to the ground, you know who they will thank? You. Anyone who loves to know, I'm trying to change your mind. And if you do vote no, I hope you pack your bags and resign and leave this. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Miss Janet Clapp.
Penny Clat Edgewood resident. I am not as eloquent as Samantha was. That was pretty rocking. I just want to thank the firefighters, number one, for coming here tonight. I want to thank you for being part of our community and loving our community like we do. You have saved countless lives in my household, and I know that you have in other people's as well. So thank you for that. Thank you for showing up. We do not want this other rural metro fire department coming in. We want our own guys. For you guys up there, y'all know me. Please do the right thing. Don't let other people influence you. Outside people that may be whispering in your ear. Listen to the people sitting in front of you. See the people who own homes here. If you don't pass this tonight, none of our homes are worth anything. We're on a red flag day all day tomorrow, and I would bet we're right there tonight as the wind has been howling all day long. And we need our fire services. We need our emergency services. We don't need, oh yeah, we got fire trucks that we can get and they can be here, Mr. Murillo. We want the ones we already have, not the ones that you've put together for us. So please, do the right thing. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. And if I might add to that just a little bit, I know this is not the time, but I just wanted to mention, if you just see the news this morning, Southern California is on fire now with 2,000 acres. So, yeah, it's unfortunate that we're in that climate, and it's a real possibility for us. So thank you for that, ma'am. The next person up is Mr. Adrian Chavez, Senior.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is the night to do the job you were elected to do. Represent the citizens of Edgewood, not yourselves. Before I continue, I want to acknowledge Mayor Mike Reardon and Commissioner Devin Taylor. They have stood in this arena, faced the criticism, and fought to protect the community during one of the most difficult periods in our town's history. This statement is not directed at them. This is directed at those who have ignored the citizens, dismissed the firefighters, disregarded the taxpayers, and helped create the crisis we find ourselves in today. For months, this community has shown up. Residents have filled these chambers. Firefighters have stood before this commission as they are tonight and spoken from their hearts. Taxpayers have spent countless hours reviewing documents, attending meetings, asking questions, and demanding answers. The people of this community have done their job. Now it is time for you to do yours. This vote is not about politics, it's about protecting the fire and EMS services for our community. Every commissioner sitting on this dais knows exactly what is at stake tonight. There are no surprises. I would also like to remind the community there are still unanswered questions, and we will get to the bottom of them. There are no excuses left again. The citizens have spoken, the firefighters have spoken, and it's time for you guys to do your job. Never forget who your bosses are. That's us. And let me be very clear. If you choose to ignore the overwhelming voice of this community tonight, the voters will remember. This JP issue has awakened the sleeping giant in all of this mess. And that's us, the citizens. We're paying really close attention. And for some of you tonight, it may mark the beginning of the end of your time in public office. If you don't protect the very citizens you swore an oath to protect, choose wisely.
Thank you. Ms. Jean Marte.
Jean Marty, Edgewood, New Mexico. You guys have made it very clear to all of us that your religion is very important to you. And in some ways it affects your vote. Okay, so right here is a Bible, and I'm going to ask that each one of you swear on this Bible that you will not do anything further to jeopardize this JPA. Do I have any takers, gentlemen?
You have my word, ma'am.
I I want it sworn on the Bible. May I approach?
I swear.
I swear.
I swear in the name of Jesus Christ, because I made it very clear at the last meeting that the ordinance that's coming up tonight is the one that I would support and vote for in favor. So I thank you for doing this, Gene.
Thank you.
I swear.
Thank you.
In the name of Jesus Christ, I swear.
Thank you. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Gene. Former Commissioner Anaya.
Former Commissioner Philando Anaya, Town of Edgewood. And my question is to all of the commissioners up there is, who gave Metro the authority to speak on the behalf of the Town of Edgewood? And who gave them the authority to use our logo on their website? Nobody. So they violated the law. That's number one for Metro already, and we haven't even started. Wow, check this out. Morello. I sense a pattern here, and I heard what you said last week. I don't believe a word of it. I don't believe it because of your actions, your prior actions of what you've done and what you've said. I have recordings from way back, even from the abortion issue, and all of this stuff will come out at due time. So don't tell people that you want to serve them because of your actions, the way that you treat these people. These people are your boss, and I can't wait for them to vote your ass out.
Please keep it.
Oh,
to the
ASS, I'm sorry. I'll spell it out for those. So I am, again, asking for your resignation, and I'm very serious about it, because if we don't get it, I'm going to file for it. I'm going to file for the recall, and I will support it, because you have destroyed a great community. You single-handedly have done that. Brennan's been on your side. Patrick's been on your side. I know that it takes three. I know that very well. So the two people that try to do the right thing always get cut out because it doesn't fall in your religious beliefs. And I'm tired of it. This is the town of Edgewood. This is not, I believe strongly in separation of church and state, and I will go to my grave believing the same thing. And I'll speak later on that. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Mary Connick.
See if I can do this. Good evening. Whoops. Here goes my phone with all my information on it. Okay. Good evening, gentlemen. Thank you for scheduling this meeting tonight. It's greatly appreciated. I want you to think about what's happening tonight, and I'm hoping and praying that y'all will do the right thing and sign off on this ordinance so that we can get our fire and emergency medical services taken care of. But to back up on what Phil said, I went down the rabbit hole today, guys, and I reached out and talked with and have a plethora of text messages from a gentleman by the name of Luke Doiron, D-O-I-R-O-N. He is the individual who put the letter in the Santa Fe New Mexican, and just to reiterate some of the things that he and I talked about, I asked him how he got involved in this debacle. He explained it, said that he had had informal meetings with you guys, which we as the town were not made aware of. And so I have some issues regarding that because of transparency issues and some of the things that have happened in the past. So let's be clear, rural Metro is not licensed to do business in this state at this point in time, although they do business, Pima County, Maricopa County, in Arizona. They are not licensed to do business here. It would take them approximately 60 days to implement any type of fire and emergency medical services to this town. The upfront cost is $2.4 million. And I have this in writing, in a text message that was sent to me by Mr. Doran earlier today. So I am once again asking you, do the right thing, sign off on this ordinance tonight, let's put this to bed, and let's get on with the rest of the problems that are taking place in this town. Thank you.
Ma'am. Former Councilor, Ms. Holly.
Linda Hawley. I'm going to change the subject a little bit. I respectfully request a forensic audit of town finances, beginning with the formation of the Commission Manager form of government on January 1st, 2022 to date. Audits are late. Fiscal year 23 was just submitted to the state last fall. Fiscal year 24 and fiscal year 25 are not complete. The JPA required payments to Santa Fe County for fire and EMS were stopped after consistent payments over 20 years since the inception of that agreement. ARPA, American Rescue Plan Act funds, need to be accounted for. You owe us taxpayers answers about the financial health of Edgewood. A forensic audit may go a small way to start building some trust in our local government and the whereabouts of our hard-earned tax dollars. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Former Governing Body, John Abrams. John here.
John Abrams, town of Edgewood. It's been a long time, guys, getting here. It's been way too long a time getting here. It's unfortunate that it has taken so long for you guys to get here. I'm hopeful tonight that the ordinance is passed and everything goes smoothly from here forward. But as former Councilor Holly just said, there are other issues that need our attention and yours. Very dire issues. I know that you've been working on a preliminary budget. I know that that preliminary budget was scheduled to be submitted, but I'm wondering the veracity of the town's finances. Because over the last 4 years, it seems to me that doing a very, very, very careful analysis of GRT income to the town, you guys are upside down, and we deserve answers. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next up is former Commissioner Jerry Powers.
Good evening, Jerry Powers, Edgewood. The JPA agreement was passed 4-1. That's a supermajority, which is what's required now to pass the follow-up funding ordinance. That agreement was supported by a huge outcry of the public and a supermajority of the commission, and requires the passage of this ordinance to fund it. So it's already something you all have agreed to by a supermajority, and following through on enacting this ordinance is just fulfilling your word that you gave through that JPA agreement. It also requires that the County of Santa Fe approve it. Tonight you have the published version of the ordinance, you have the county edits which were approved by the county, by DFA, and the town attorney. We're here tonight to fulfill that requirement to pass the funding ordinance. I'm hopeful that the supermajority that approved the JPA will keep their word as expressed in that vote and approval of the JPA. Which does require that funding ordinance to pass. the alternative question is, why would anyone not approve it? It's such a basic fundamental service of the government that's supposed to be provided to the health, safety, and welfare of the people. I've seen the publications from Metro Fire, Rural Metro Fire Service, which were kind of disturbing in that they used the town logo. There were frequently asked questions that looked like they were prepared by the town. So I looked into it a little bit, did some research, and rural metro services can cost anywhere from $1 million to $2 million a year, and I think Ms. Clone said maybe 2.4. That would be about 3 times what it's costing us now. And so the cost is the percentage of GRT is the same under the new JPA as it was under the old. So our estimated cost under this Santa Fe County agreement would be about $700,000 a year. I've got Richard Baker going to donate his time to me if I could get another couple minutes on him. So the choice seems obvious to me in that the public wants the reliability of safety services. When it comes to safety, you want a proven entity, not a startup that hasn't operated here before, that is unproven, and although they have operated in other places, there's been some reports of problems in those areas as well. Safety is not something you want to risk. That is the cost. Why would anybody jeopardize the safety of the residents of Edgewood in order to pay double what we're paying now and take the risk of fire and safety services to the public? Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I do not have anyone else on the list. Is there anyone else that wishes to speak this evening? Yes, ma'am. Come on up.
Brenda Williams, Santa Fe County, not town of Edgewood, but in this mess too. I guess I wish that we had had more discussion about what a subscription-based emergency service would look like, instead of just sort of talking about, well, we didn't know the costs, and it feels like it's been this just twisting road up until all of a sudden we're talking about privatizing, which has always been my feeling is what is behind going on with this, is that people are trying to privatize this situation. This is a public situation. It's a community situation. It's not a private situation. So some examples that come to my mind are, what if on July 1st, someone is not a subscriber and they call? Does an emergency team go, or do they look at their, how does that work? If they go and provide services, are they going to get a bill? I looked on the rural metro also, that sometimes people who were not subscribers were finding that they were getting $5,000 to $20,000 bills. And I don't feel that Edgewood residents are prepared for anything like that. I'm certainly not. These are just scenarios that come to my mind. If I am a subscriber, but everyone around me is not, do I have to wait for all of them to burn down before how does it work? This is a community problem, not a private subscription-based problem. It's public safety. We have to take care of each other. We cannot be in this, well, I'm going to protect what's mine, Not to mention, who's making money? Is somebody making money? It's just, Anyway, my time is up. If anyone wants to give me their time, I would keep going, but I'll give you my time. Okay. I mean, another scenario. How do you get, how are you going to get everyone even aware of subscription? It's so unbelievably outrageous in my mind. Like, the night. You don't know that they're there, but those people are not subscribers. God forbid. Like, it's so outrageous. This is a public community issue. Fire is unpredictable. It is, you know, red flag. If your spark comes to my property, who gets the bill? Like, what? It's all just so outrageous in my mind. I don't understand this concept at all.
Ma'am?
Good evening, Mayor, Commissioners, Manager, and staff. Good to see you all this evening. I did hear your request, Mayor, to save comments related to fire for the hearing part of this meeting. So I will focus on a topic that I brought up in the past, and that is ensuring that the finances and compliance are taken care of in the town. It is really the crux of the town operations. I know you all are aware of that, and you all are working toward the goal of having that stable. I have audited governments throughout the US and throughout New Mexico for over 28 years, and I can say that this is an overarching generational shift, serious issue. Turnover and lack of experience and ability is very, very difficult for municipalities. And I don't say that to excuse any of what has happened, but I also know that something needs to change. And as I've thought about this, and I have recommended to you all, I believe finding governmental accountants with experience in governmental accounting and compliance is absolutely critical. And whether you do that with someone experienced or through a contractor or vendor, it needs to happen like yesterday. And so I would move forward on that very, very quickly so that the town's operations and finances can be stable along with compliance. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Any other comments before we move on? Okay, thank you. Next item up is matters from the commissioners. If it's okay, we'll start with you, Commissioner Brennan.
I'll pass for this evening.
Okay. Commissioner Murillo.
I just want to get to public hearing and get it approved already.
All right. Commissioner Taylor. Pass. All right, folks, I just had a couple of quick updates for you just to let you know. We had mentioned that there was 5 days required after we pass this, and you heard what I said. We are going to pass this. And there's a little bit more context to that you ought to know about. So essentially, once we pass it, then it has to be posted again. And then after 5 days, then it becomes finalized in law. So it takes us a minute to get that. There's only a few days that it can be accepted into the Santa Fe, New Mexican. And after that, once it is posted, then it's 5 days from that period. So we're going to try to, our town manager committed tomorrow to get this thing submitted as soon as possible to start that clock for the 5-day countdown. So I just wanted to let everybody know about that. Yes, sir, question.
Is that 5 business days or 5 calendar?
5 calendar days. We checked on that immediately before this. Yes, good question. Thank you. So I just wanted to say that, and I also wanted to say thanks to everyone again for showing up tonight, and really appreciate the comments, your involvement in this, and helping us to get to this point, and the support. It was really sincerely appreciated. So thank you so much. With that, we're moving on to the most important part of this meeting, which will be the public hearing. So again, just to remind everyone, we want to limit that to 2 minutes and keep it on the ordinance itself. And we're going to need a motion to enter into public hearing.
Mr. Chair,
Commissioner Murillo.
I move to go into public hearing for ordinance 2026-00C, an ordinance creating the GRT Fire Service Fund and pledge gross receipt tax revenue to secure the town's payment obligations under the joint powers agreement with Santa Fe County for fire, rescue, and EMS.
Okay, thank you. And here a second?
Second.
Okay, Commissioner Brennan seconded. Clerk, please take the roll call. Oh, wait, we need to make sure we have any discussion on this. Okay, no discussion. Please take the roll call vote.
Commissioner Brennan?
Aye.
Commissioner Milligan?
Aye.
Commissioner Reardon?
Aye.
Commissioner Murillo?
Aye.
Commissioner Taylor?
Aye. Okay, we are now in open public hearing, and those that wish to speak will have to be sworn in. So please stand up if you wish to speak or add anything else to the public hearing portion of this meeting. Okay? We can do it all at once. Okay, so I don't have a list, folks, so you all have, or do I have a list? Okay, thank you, even better.
It's a long moment, sir.
Okay. Okay, Ms. Janie Cohen? No? Okay, then, is there a second page?
Oh, no, this is a sign-in sheet.
Okay. Well, so we're just gonna have to have the folks stand up and proceed. I don't have the list.
Mr. Chair,
Commissioner Brennan.
it might be easier if you just have everybody get up and stand in line and
Okay. If you want to do that, that's fine. A couple of folks in line after the first one would be okay.
I guess I'm speaking. Do I have 2 minutes?
Yes.
I'm going to keep it to that.
Yes, please, just as a friendly reminder, please state your name and area of residence, not your address, just Edgewood.
Understood. Okay, Pat Murray, Edgewood. Just got a couple items. First of all, I want to do a shout out to Mr. Devin Taylor, Commissioner Taylor. Your email updates, spot on. So the folks that are getting those, hopefully you'll understand, hopefully you're in agreement. If you're not, I don't know, maybe go see the guy, but he's sent out really good factual email updates on what's been going on. It's great. So transparency 101, so we appreciate that. So just quickly, sounds like you guys are going to approve the ordinance tonight, so I don't want to spend much time on that. So I'm hoping we can get that behind us and keep it behind us. And keeping behind us is what some of the other folks have brought up, talking about this privatization of our emergency services. If you guys want to really suppress the outrage that's building right now, and hearing a lot of it, it's starting to build. As you've seen, you guys have woken the beast up. So we're paying attention now, and we're getting educated. I'm very impressed with what some of these folks have been doing and talking to. So if you really want to suppress the outrage that's building right now, you can do it tonight. And if you want, I don't know if Gene wants to come up with the Bible again, but it would be amazing if you guys want to swear on the Bible and say, hey, I am not going to, I swear to Jesus Christ or whatever, that you are not going to do anything to try and privatize our fire and EMS at least over the next 5 years. I know I was a business guy. I know you can't promise it forever because things happen, but give us 2 years, 3 years where you're not going to do anything about it. Any takers? Or if you don't want to do it on the Bible, you have the ability at the end during your open comments, tell us, get on record and just tell us. You do that, hey, we're all happy people. So I'm not going to get into about how crazy it is, other than there was a piece of paper that was sent around by Larry Johnson. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to make it tonight. Read it. That's the real stuff. Larry Johnson used to work for rural in Texas. I lived in Texas. I know I dealt with some of this stuff, and it is insane, their business model. I got 2 words for you: private equity. That's who owns these people. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Thank you, sir.
Good evening again, Audrey Jaramillo of Edgewood. And first off, I just want to thank you all for your service and for your perseverance through all of this and for listening to the community. I see it a little bit differently. I know there's some conspiracy theories out there, but I do see the commission responding, and I see the commission listening. and I see the commission answering questions, and I see the commission taking this subject very, very seriously. And I honestly don't believe this is a position any of you wanted to be in, and you were. So with that being said, I'm glad that we're here to see this through, and that the community can hopefully not have fear and worry about these services. I do want to encourage you all for the future to definitely work on communication and messaging. I mean, what you just heard about Devin sending emails, and last time Devin's Q&A, when I listened to that, a lot of clarity comes from that form. And I think many, many things have been confused in the community due to a lack of clear and concise information. And I know some of it was because there was a legal case involved and you weren't really sure what you could share and what you couldn't. But we are in a strong manager form of government, and so I would expect for the future to see things on topics like this, you know, PowerPoint presentations, facts, Q&A, all of that needs to be happening here openly and transparently with all of the commissioners involved and streamed, so that these things don't happen again in the future. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm going to take a little bit different approach on this. We wouldn't be in this mess if it wasn't for you guys. I know that we don't like coming up here. I don't. And I'll be you guys. But let's be honest. You're adults. You accepted the role when you got elected. You took on that responsibility. Devin's the only one. He's the newest guy on this entire commission and behind that dais. He's been here since January. He's accomplished more in that time frame than any of you have in 3 or 4 years. That speaks volumes. Because what he is doing, as everybody has seen and have given him credit for, is he's bringing things to the table, solutions. He's not dogging anybody out. He's bringing solutions. I've asked for this repeatedly. Transparency, accountability. But you guys look at me like deer in the headlights when I come up here, like I'm just here to pick on you. I'm not. I'm here to expose you. And the problem that you guys have is you haven't figured it out yet. That's why you got an entire town who is lashing out and demanding accountability. Again, I don't take no pleasure in doing this. I know that's got to be a tough gig. I've talked to most of you guys. It's tough. Quit making it harder on yourselves. Thank you.
Thank you. Folks, everyone's comments are important, but we have to keep our comments focused on the ordinance. That's what the public hearing is revolving around, the ordinance. So next up, please.
Hello again. So I just wanted to take a minute. This is about the ordinance, but there was information that was put out by Rural Metro, and then this Larry Johnson, who apparently worked for them in Texas, it was mentioned by one of the speakers, posted a response and so I just wanted to read a little bit of that. I've been hearing rumors that Rural Metro may be exploring opportunities in the Edgewood area. Having spent years in management with Rural Metro in Texas, I believe residents should pay close attention to any such discussions. Based on my experience, I would have serious concerns about bringing a for-profit emergency service provider into a community already facing challenges. If you think Edgewood has problems today, I would encourage you to carefully examine Rural Metro's history before assuming things would improve. Over the years, Rural Metro has been a subject of significant public criticism, regulatory scrutiny, contract disputes, and legal actions involving emergency response performance and billing practices. These issues have generated controversy in multiple states and have frequently placed the company at odds with local governments and taxpayers. So he goes on and talks about some of the problems that rural Metro has experienced. He says how residents, elected officials, and community stakeholders should conduct thorough due diligence and ask hard questions before entering into any involvement in emergency medical services or fire protection with them. The other thing about entering into this is, even if I know it was being contemplated at one point in time, but we're right up against the deadline, and it would take months of procurement, it would take months of contract negotiation. You can't just enter into a contract with a single entity without violating the procurement laws. An ordinance would have to be enacted if it was going to be paid from GRT, so we'd be right back where we started. So I would encourage all of you, please, to pass the ordinance and settle this issue once and for all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, again, Bill and Edward. What I would like to see tonight and for further meetings is I would like to see this vote passed 5-0. No ands, ifs, or buts. You guys swore on a Bible that you'd do that, and hopefully you're a man of your words. Most of you are. What I would like to see after this is I want to see the abortion issue get wiped off the books so that this town can start going forward. It's up to you five to bring it. I've submitted the resolutions and the ordinances to you guys. You have it on record. Please do that so that we can finalize and move forward.
Sir. Folks, again, just a friendly reminder, we've got to stay on the public hearing comments on the ordinance, the topic of the ordinance, please. Okay, next up. Okay. Okay, I don't see any other comments. If there is no more, I need a motion to, okay, go ahead, we have one more.
Hello, my name is Andy. I'm actually from Stanley, but I have family here in Edgewood. They own Edgewood Equipment, and it is very crucial for you guys to pass this ordinance because insurance policies will go up. I won't have fire or EMS protection in Stanley. The closest is Station 80, which is El Dorado, which takes 50 minutes. So I fall off my horse again, I will die. So please, pass this ordinance. It's dear to my heart. I have family in First Santa Fe County Fire Department, and it would be close to my heart if you would just pass it, please. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Any last takers? All right, with that, we need a motion to close the hearing.
Mr. Chair, move to close the hearing.
Second. Okay, any further discussion? Okay, I hear none. Please take the roll call vote to close the hearing.
Commissioner Brennan?
Aye.
Commissioner Milligan?
Aye.
Commissioner Reardon?
Aye.
Commissioner Murillo?
Aye.
Commissioner Taylor?
Aye.
All right, we're moving on to the heart of this, folks. Here it is. Item F, ordinance resolution and zoning. Discussion and possible approval of ordinance 2026-00C. An ordinance creating the GRT Fire Service Fund and pledge gross receipts tax revenues to secure the town payment obligations under the joint powers agreement with Santa Fe County for fire rescue and emergency medical services.
Mr. Chair,
Commissioner Brennan.
I move to approve ordinance 2026-00C, an ordinance creating the GRT Fund Services, Fire Services Fund and pledging gross receipt tax revenues to secure the town's payment obligation under the joint powers agreement with Santa Fe County for fire rescue and emergency medical services.
Second. Okay, I would like to add discussion at that, and anything, gentlemen, further discussion? If not, go ahead.
Mr. Chair, just
Mr.
on the
Taylor.
record, to confirm for everybody, this is the exact copy that was sent to Santa Fe County, blessed by DFA. Our town attorney reviewed it, and every party involved agreed to its compliance with the JPA.
That is correct.
Okay. And I would like to amend that or add to this to include updating signature blocks for signing this tonight.
And Commissioner Chair, we would change the signature box that's already on it to our deputy clerk here instead of our town clerk.
Okay,
If that makes sense.
okay.
Mr. Chair, so town manager, so we don't need to update the signature block then? It's already there?
It's the final copy that she has for you to sign tonight has been updated.
Okay, so we're good then. All right, if there's no further discussion, clerk, please take the roll call vote.
Commissioner Brennan?
Aye.
Commissioner Milligan?
Aye.
Commissioner Reardon?
Aye.
Commissioner Murillo?
Aye.
Commissioner Taylor?
Aye.
The ayes have it.
Folks, I think that deserves a round of applause. Thank you, commissioners. Thank you. Okay, that's the best news I've heard today. Matter of fact, in quite some time. So thank you all, thank you, commissioners. Which takes us to item number 2, discussing and possible approval of resolution 2026-XXX, proclamation of drought conditions and imposition of fireworks restrictions. You all have seen this before. It's required to have a 30-day update just to accommodate any changing conditions, and I believe our conditions are the same. So we'll need a motion to approve this one for another 30 days.
And I would, Mr. Chair, if I can, I would like to make my recommendations on what you should check within the draft.
Yes, please.
Okay. I believe that extreme drought conditions exist. As I was watching dust blow by my window today, I think it's about as extreme, and the National Weather Service would agree with us on that. Fire danger presents a significant threat to life, property, or natural resources, so I would recommend that you check those 2 on the first page, and then on the next page, on section 3, I would recommend all aerial devices are prohibited. Display fireworks are prohibited, and that includes the town of Edgewood. And so we will be having a laser show this year instead of fireworks because it's just too dangerous. Then I would recommend fireworks use is prohibited within the following areas, and I would check that one, the wildland urban interface and designated high risk or fire prone or identified by the fire chief. And then fireworks use is limited to paved, and that would be just simple ground firecrackers or snap pops, limited to paved, barren, or non-combustible surfaces. And then in section 4, I would recommend that these apply townwide. And those would be my recommendations, and I would recommend that you pass this, please. And it would be in effect through the next 30 days, which would get us through the 4th of July.
Commissioner Rio.
So, first 2 boxes, extreme drought condition exists and fire danger present to life.
I'm sorry, tell me that again. Say that again.
Boxes, extreme drought conditions.
Yes.
Fire danger present.
Yes.
And on the second page, all aerial devices display fireworks. Firework use is prohibited within the following areas: wildland, designated high-risk areas, and then firework use is limited to paved.
Yes,
those 4, and then geographic scope. These restrictions apply townwide.
Yeah. Right. So just to be very clear, ground audible devices are the only one we're not checking, and I believe that would include simple firecrackers, snap bangs for small children on a hard surface.
Mr. Chair.
Mr. Maria.
I move to approve resolution 2026-XXX with the town manager's recommendations.
Second. We have a second. Do we have any further discussion? I hear none. Clerk, please take the roll call vote to approve this ordinance.
Commissioner Brennan?
Aye.
Commissioner Milligan?
Aye.
Commissioner Reardon?
Aye.
Commissioner Murillo?
Aye.
Commissioner Taylor?
Aye.
Ayes have it.
Thank you. All right, folks, this takes us to the end. Item G, future meetings. June 23rd, 2026, regular commission meeting. July 14th, 2026, regular commission meeting. And item H, final comments by commissioners.
Mr. Chair.
Commissioner Taylor.
I hope this room stays this packed, because the accountability is on both sides of the aisle, and I've been talking about this for past couple months. And so I hope, I'll talk more about this in the next meeting, in my opinion on disincorporation and wanting to surrender my town, our town. We're all neighbors here, we're all community, we're one community. And just because one hardship event doesn't mean you surrender this town and give up. Representation is best done locally, not 50 miles to the north. And so I hope to see you all in the future meetings, and I hope the questions are continued to be asked, and I hope accountability is done on both sides of the aisle, and I hope professionalism is brought within these four walls again, and that we don't have what we've had in the past 90 days. And I just hope this is a turning of the page for the entire town of Edgewood, and to use this moment to come together. So, that's all.
Thank you, Commissioner Taylor. I echo those same sentiments. In my closing comments, again, folks, I'd like to thank especially the firefighters that have showed up through this and the calls and the support in the background, the public, the folks that have reached out to me that offered support and help, the folks that dug in and did a lot of research for us out there. It all helped pull this together, and we got it done. Edgewood is safe and secure, thanks to you guys. So thank you so much. Need a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
Okay, any further discussion for adjournment? Please take the roll call vote to adjourn.
Commissioner Brennan?
Aye.
Commissioner Milligan?
Aye.
Commissioner Reardon?
Aye.